What's up, Gatekeepers? Welcome back to your favorite Beyond the Gates recap channel, Weekly Soap Chronicles. I'm your girl Phil, and today I'm diving into the drama, the lies, and the heartbreak from July 17th episode. But first, I need you to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's get into it. First up is Vernon, who is trying to apologize to Anita for keeping her in the dark about busboy Kenny being back in town and his threats. But Anita's furious, and rightfully so. Vernon says he didn't want to burden Anita with all of this, fearing it could derail the Articulates reunion. But Anita tells him they managed to implode the concert all on their own. And Gatekeepers, we know what happened with those ungrateful heifers, right? Vernon admits that busboy Kenny was targeting Tyrell and Samantha. The kids were in danger this whole time, and Anita had no idea. She's relieved to hear busboy Kenny didn't follow through, but then she thinks Vernon might have been behind busboy Kenny's hit. Vernon denies it, of course, but he does admit he let Bill and Joey handle the situation. And let's be real, when has letting Bill handle anything ever gone well? Exactly. Remember Ted and Leslie situation? And we know how that turned out. He also mentions that Smitty was doing a piece on Malone, and now he and Jacob are looking into Malone's dealing with internal affairs and his connection to Joey Armstrong. Anita is concerned that Smitty will eventually put the pieces together. What will Smitty do with this information? I think Smitty is going to keep things under wraps. What do y'all think, Gatekeepers? Let's talk about it in the comments. Now the big question is, how are they going to break all of this to Nicole? She's already on edge, and this news is not going to help. Vernon is already questioning if they made the right choices 2 years ago. Can't worry about that now, Vernon. Y'all got to figure this stuff out and move on. Meanwhile, over at Martin and Smitty's place, things are falling apart faster than a soap opera wedding. Smitty is still reeling from the news of busboy Kenny's unaliving, immediately suspecting Martin of being involved, which he completely denies. Smitty presses for more info, but Martin says he genuinely doesn't know anything, though he does admit that Joey's presence at the press conference did seem suspicious. None of this is okay, Smitty yells, at which point the worrisome kids, Tyrell and Samantha, rush downstairs to find out what's going on. Martin sits the worrisomes down and tells them every detail about that night, including why he and Vernon didn't feel safe reporting the incident to the police. Tyrell and Samantha comprehend the gravity of the situation, but they still don't understand why he kept all of this for so long. Smitty says sometimes protecting people ends up hurting them even more. You don't have to worry about busboy Kenny anymore, because he's gone. He doesn't actually specify what gone meant. At the end of the day, Smitty says he needs more time before he's ready to forgive Martin for what he did, and Tyrell agrees, with only annoying Samantha coming to Martin's defense. You can't punish Dad for being a hero, she says. Okay, side note. Did y'all know that the actress that plays Samantha is actually 30 years old in real life? Yes, I was shocked too. But now every time I see her, I see a 30-year-old playing an annoying 16-year-old. Ooh, did I ruin it for y'all? I'm sorry if I did, but that's how I see her now. Anyway, Martin says he's going to work hard to earn back his family's trust, but Smitty says he isn't ready to make any promises right now. Right now or ever? Martin asks, to which Smitty shrugs and replies, I just can't. As Martin tearfully leaves the apartment with his bags, annoying 30-year-old Samantha angrily storms upstairs. Now, over at Nicole's place, Vanessa drops by with some juicy gossip. She tells Nicole about the press conference drama, how Bill showed Martin a mysterious photo, and how Vernon went off on Bill afterward. Now, of course, Nicole is confused. These mofos don't tell me nothing. I'm always being kept in the dark. Why was Bill even there? What's this family emergency that pulled Martin away from the podium? Vanessa warns Nicole that Martin might be in trouble and tells her to get involved ASAP. And honestly, Vanessa is the friend we all need, always spilling the tea and keeping it real. Now back at Smitty's, the surprises just keep coming. First, Nicole shows up, shocked to hear Martin done moved out. Then Jacob arrives with some chilling news. Malone found an unidentified body earlier that day. Now, of course, Smitty has to play dumb. He pretends this is all new information, and he even tries to steer Jacob away from his theory that Marcel and Joey might be involved. But, Jacob ain't buying it. Upstairs, the Worlsomes are still at odds. 30-year-old Samantha... Okay, I'm going to stop saying that. She thinks they know everything now, but Tyrell, he's convinced their dads are still hiding something. And guess what? He's right. Over at the club, Dani and Bill are in deep conversation. Bill admits that Vernon's harsh words at the press conference really got to him. Turns out Bill still craves Vernon's approval. Dani calls him out. She says, you know what, you are too cold-blooded to care what anyone thinks. But then she brings up Bill's daddy issues and things get deep. Apparently, Bill's father never gave him the approval he needed, which is why he latched on to Vernon as a father figure. And just like that, we got a whole new layer to Bill's character. Who knew he had feelings? And finally, Martin shows up on Vernon and Anita's doorstep with bags packed. They already knew what happened. He says he gave the kids a sanitized version of that fateful night's events, but he told Smitty everything, which is why he was kicked to the curb. If I would have come home 2 years ago that night and told Smitty what I had done, he wouldn't have gone along with covering it up. He would have stood by me and he would have insisted that I come forward and face the repercussions. And he would have been right, Vernon says, admitting that he was wrong to set all of this in motion. Vernon regrets acting out of fear, though Anita says he was right to do so given that county's history of racist crimes. I need to make something clear, Vernon says. The situation we're facing tonight is not like the situation back then. It's even more perilous. There is no way that we can come forward now without implicating Joey Armstrong, and he will not hesitate to retaliate. Duh. And we all know Joey will retaliate, right? Just then, a furious Nicole enters with a demand for her Line A family. Someone needs to tell me what the heck is going on here. And that's how the episode ends. And that's a wrap on today's episode of Beyond the Gates. What did you think of all the drama? Are you Team Smitty or Team Martin? And what do you think Nicole's going to do next? Let's talk about it in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode of Weekly Soap Chronicles. Until next time, Gatekeepers, keep the drama alive.